Hi, I'm Fraser, CEO of Cyclr. Your MCP server design can cost you or your customers up to 4 times the tokens that it should. Same AI, same question, same answer, 4 times the bill. Because of one choice most teams never stop to think about. We ran 30 controlled tests to prove this, and getting the choice right cut the token cost by 75%. Here's how we tested it. 3 real business systems, HubSpot, NetSuite, QuickBooks. 2 leading AI models, and 3 different ways to connect them. Same questions every time, measuring the one thing that maps straight to your customer's bill, tokens. And here's the part that should change how you think about this. The model's own response and output was just 2.6% of the total token cost. You're not paying for what the AI says, you're paying for everything you load in before it speaks. And that part you can control entirely through intelligent MCP design. The connection method alone swung that token cost by up to 4 times. A lean, task-scoped MCP server used 75% fewer tokens than a bloated one for the exact same answer. So what was the difference? Well, it was simple. Designed for scarcity. Expose only the tools a task actually needs. Surface only the tools that will reasonably be required to complete the task. Do that, and you cut costs by 3/4 with no loss in accuracy on every model at every scale. Create thin MCPs, not bloated everything's available MCPs. The secondary benefit, security and control. You limit the AI model only to what you want it to do. You don't give it any extra permissions, you keep it focused. Now, you might assume that skipping the MCP structure and going straight to the raw API would be a cheaper path. Certainly, there's a lot of talk about CLI being better than MCP. Well, it wasn't. CLI burned 58% more tokens than a thin MCP, and it was the least reliable of everything we tested. Without a clear schema, the models guessed, hit errors, and looped through expensive retries. The very MCP structure that was being cut to save tokens was in fact the structure that was keeping the whole thing cheaper and correct. It doesn't take too many retries for a CLI to become incredibly expensive. And this is why we built Cyclr's MCP PaaS. With our MCP PaaS, you can turn an existing API into secure, governed, task-scoped MCP servers, the lean kind that win, and you can do it in minutes. Cyclr-enabled MCPs pass through clear, concise metadata and can be focused to exactly the actions the LLM requires. Multi-tenant, access-controlled, fully audited. You ship faster, you control better, token consumption is minimized, and you can monetize agent connectivity with confidence. Agents are quickly becoming part of how your product gets used, and how you design for that has a real effect on your customers' costs. It's worth getting it right from the start. Thank you for watching.